It's every parent's worst nightmare.
Get out! Get out!
To get the call that their child has been killed by a drunk driver.
Your daughter was killed. Your daughter. Your daughter.
Pine City students got a vivid look at what that pain feels like Tuesday at a mock crash held at the Pine County Fairgrounds. Students, teachers, law enforcement officials, and fire and paramedic staffs participated in the crash to show the potentially deadly results of drinking and driving.
1052, by the Fairgrounds.
This is the third year the high school has put on the mock crash. This week is homecoming week in Pine City, and the school is hoping to send the message that if you choose to party, do so without alcohol. Pine City Principal George Johnson believes that the realness of the mock crash is sinking in with students.
The kids have been really positive in their response to it and told us how much they liked it, but they do. There's a number of them that really say they're emotionally moved by what they saw. The hope is that they saw what the consequences can be of making bad decisions regarding using alcohol and driving, and also wearing seatbelts.
Johnson, who participated in the mock crash as a volunteer firefighter, knows all too well what it feels like to lose a student. He says in his time as principal, 3 students have passed away in fatal car crashes. This year's students are vowing not to be the next.
Like your adrenaline just like gets going right when you hear the boom.
It's pretty horrifying the whole time.
Yeah.
Like we were waiting in the car and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to happen, because we're just like, what is going to happen? We didn't know like what it was actually going to be like, and then it just felt so real when we get out of the car.
My heart was beating so fast.
Yeah. Britt Gagne, Josh Palmer, and Haley Schmidt all took part in the mock crash, which featured actual medical and law enforcement personnel and even an emergency helicopter. Nicole Sebastian was handcuffed and put in the back of a squad car as she played the role of the drunk driver. She says the performance felt all too real.
None of us will be partying, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They didn't treat you like it was fake, like they treated it like it was real.
Each year, about 16,000 people are killed nationwide in drunk driving accidents. Amy Henry knows firsthand how lives can change in an instant because of drinking and driving. Henry is with Minnesotans for Safe Driving. She is also a convicted felon because of an accident she caused 9 years ago while under the influence. The crash resulted in the death of a husband and new father. Henry told her story to Pine City students.
I looked above me and the roof of my car was gone. I looked in front of me and my windshield was shattered. And I looked in my lap and there was glass everywhere. I tried to open my door and it wouldn't open, and that's when I started screaming. I remember sitting in my car, and just like you guys saw, people started surrounding me. There were state troopers, police officers, paramedics, all surrounding me, trying to ask me questions and get me out of my car. The only thing I really remember them asking me was, "Have you been drinking tonight?" And I said yes.
Henry served 2 years for the crime, but she says her life and the lives of those she hurt are forever scarred.
Just 3 months before the crash happened, Rhonda and Juana got married. 3 weeks before the crash happened, Rhonda told Juan that she was pregnant. Little Justine was born 6 months to the day after her father was killed. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about this family. I don't think about how much their lives have changed, how Rhonda's had to switch jobs, she's planned a funeral, she's had to go through pregnancy and raising this little girl all by herself. Justine just celebrated her 9th birthday 2 weeks ago. And she's at an age now where I'm sure she's asking her mom what happened. What happened to my dad? Why isn't he here? And I don't know how Rhonda answers those questions. How do you tell a 9-year-old, one night a girl got drunk and killed your dad?
Pine City's homecoming celebrations are highlighted by a dance Friday night. Henry told students to make smart decisions so they can live to tell the stories of what should be a week to remember.
So I'm here today not because this is fun for me, but because I don't want you guys to be in my shoes. They're sucky, sucky shoes. So good luck to you guys, and know that what you saw today is what really happens. Everything that Nicole went through from what you saw is exactly what I went through, and just be careful.
In Pine City, I'm Sam Klemet for Red Rock Radio News.